God is really tall. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I offer you a meditation and reflection on time. I am in the middle of a series of books called On the Calculation of Volume. It is a translated series from Denmark, and I am enjoying this book and this series a lot. In this series, the main character is a woman, Tara, who is stuck in a time loop, experiencing the same day over and over again. Think of it as a philosophical version of Groundhog Day. It chronicles the sudden strangeness that she experiences, but also how she begins to know all the small things about her repeating days. She knows when the rain will stop, when the floor in the other room will creak under footsteps. She chronicles the days, doing so in an attempt to maybe solve her time trap through deciphering the details, but also an attempt to make the time knowable, to remove some of the fears that the unknown can bring about. There is comfort in the known commodity, the routine, the pattern. As you can imagine, these repeated days began to become something other than the comforts of the home. They eventually become tedious, mind-numbing repetition. And I wonder when that line is crossed, when the comfort of home life begins to feel like oppression, when the relationship no longer brings the hope of days yet to come, when the day-to-day of work begins to feel like a march towards soul-crushing death. Okay, that's a little aggressive, but now you know what I talked to my counselor about. I have been thinking about this a lot the last few weeks, wondering how I could introduce some intentionality to the routine in the hope to take back my soul a bit before it's too late. Perhaps a ritual that doesn't feel like some made-up malarkey would help. I have wondered if adding some rituals would help make all the inundation of the daily barrage of garbage a little less overwhelming. Perhaps what makes rituals potent is that they force you into the moment of now and disregard the fear of what is coming or the things that the past may bring. Now, I have my sort of rituals. My mornings are very much routine. I wake up to Bach every morning, I brush my teeth, I take a shower, and I pause in those moments in the hope I can appreciate this moment. I pause at my door as I leave and touch my would-be secular mezuzah nailed to the door frame, and I close my eyes with a deep breath. And I grab my coffee on the way to the office. Okay, I probably also curse the traffic and stupid bright headlights on those stupid big trucks and all the calls and texts that are coming in before 7 o'clock. And all those good intentions are out the door and no time for pausing for the joys of daily ritual. Those things are gone. And I feel like I'm stuck in a time loop of crappy days and I don't even have the time to sit down and write them out. And of course, it's rainy and cold and Pride Month weather cannot come soon enough. In the hope of making some life magic happen, I am taking suggestions from you all for rituals I can add to my mix. Here are some I have been pondering. Okay, every morning I want to wake up earlier, watch the sunrise, and drink a nice cup of tea. I want to wake up in the morning really early and write a poem or the idea of a poem with the intention of pausing and honoring this crafter that I admire so much, opening up a clear vision of possibility. I want to go on a lunchtime walk in the woods every day, stop and touch a tree and pause and listen to birds. I want to go to the sunset every night at the beach to pause and know that the world will still spin and we are here in it. So offer me yours. Maybe I can introduce them to my life. So I suppose in the spirit of ritual, I stand here and offer these moments in the hope of being something other than some repetitive, tedious collection of words. Not just novel thoughts, hoping for something more. I have been around this place for some 18 years now, and this moment has always existed in some fashion, from the days of Associate Pastor Klein Hexel back at the old building, and even here, to the more recent times of community members offering thoughts, a chance to pause and reflect meaningfully. This is a ritual moment. I do not necessarily remember any of them in particular, but I remember that there is this moment we are in every Sunday, and without it, this place and this gathering would indeed be less. So let's pause, take in the history, knowing we are part of many years and there will be many more years to come. Remember those that have been here and are no longer, and recognize those of you who are still here. So be in the moment. Take this moment of silence. This is the way.